Welcome back to Living Healthy. It's time for the Didn't Know That segment. And with me today is Erin Leveille.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again.
Thanks
Great to have you back.
Here. Yeah,
Awesome.
It's great to be back.
Now, the last time we had a chance to catch up, we were going through some different core exercises that everybody can do. And your last tip was really eating.
Yes.
You know, when it came to nutrition. And what we want to do today is expand on that. So when you say eating, where do we go with that?
Yeah, so I'm glad we're touching on this again because I did just throw out the comment, eat.
That's right.
I actually just had this conversation with my competitive figure skating athletes yesterday.
Excellent.
Because even though I do the fitness with them, the nutrition is a big portion of their optimal performance.
You got it. It's about 70% of the equation,
Absolutely,
isn't it?
absolutely. So what I told them and what I tell all my clients is that you need to be eating 2 to 3 snacks a day and then your meals, so breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So ultimately, you're eating every 2 to 3 hours.
That's right.
And 5 to 6 small meals. So when we talk about meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you want to be eating roughly 300 to 400 calories, and then your snacks 100 to 200 calories. Okay, so that's how you want to build your day in terms of meals.
Okay.
An important thing is though, when you're planning those meals or when you're choosing foods, you want to choose whole foods. You want to choose fresh fruits and vegetables, lean proteins. You want to get in your good fats, so nuts and seeds. You want to, if you're buying packaged or processed foods, you want to buy things that have a small ingredient list and an ingredient list that you can read and an ingredient list that hopefully doesn't have a lot of sugar as well. Okay, so we want to be eating whole foods really is what I mean by eating.
That's right.
Another big thing is portion sizes. I find that with my clients, especially, they could be eating healthy all day, but their portions are huge.
Right.
So, and this is a perfect example. I had a client pour me her typical bowl of cereal. And I said, I want you to approximate what half a cup to a cup would be. It ended up being 4 times the amount.
Really?
And so my client thought that she was having a healthy portion when really it was 4 times what she was actually doing. So I find that a lot, that people overestimate or overestimate how much they're actually having at a serving.
Right.
So portion size is a big deal. I've had clients just by changing their portion size or being more conscious about measuring their foods, such as the grains, like with pasta and rice, you want to be conscious about how much you're having at that serving, and also with fruits and also with dairy, so milk and yogurt. So portion sizes are huge.
So if we go back to, say, pasta, spaghetti, for example.
Yeah.
How would you visualize a serving of spaghetti?
So if you're just visualizing without pulling out the measurement, I would say about a handful is a good healthy portion of pasta.
Excellent.
Same with rice.
Yeah.
Same with rice, yeah.
And that fistful.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
And you'll find that, and I get this objection with clients all the time, that I'm going to be hungry, that's not enough food, that's too small of a portion. But really, if you take the time to eat your food, you're adding your vegetables, you're adding a lean protein, that's a perfect balanced meal, and you're going to get enough.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
That goes a long way.
Absolutely.
And yet it's not about eating to that point where you're so full that you want to go for a nap.
Yeah.
It's about energizing yourself.
Absolutely.
And especially as you're describing, a lot of the foods you're talking about are the foods that are alkalizing foods as compared to acidic foods. And I always go by that simple notion of alkalize to energize.
Yeah.
If I want more energy, I want to eat whole foods that increase alkalinity as far as my blood pH.
Absolutely.
What a difference that makes.
Yes, and here's the thing. If you're eating 3 meals and then your 2 to 3 snacks in between your meals and getting enough water, then that portion size is going to be perfect. You're not going to be too full and you're not going to be starving either.
Gotcha.
You're maintaining a good metabolic balance throughout the day.
And everything's being maintained.
Instead of having those dips where your blood sugar is low, so you're craving chocolate and sugars and foods that your body doesn't need, you're going to be balanced and burning energy throughout the day.
Makes total sense. So along with what you were talking about last time with the cardiovascular exercise and the weight training to give you that increase in metabolism over 12 to 24 hours after.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate you taking the time to come out today to share this with us, because this is a very important, often missing piece of the puzzle for many people for success in their health and wellness.
It's so true. And it's really just lack of education. So part of our job is obviously sharing that information so that people have these resources at their hands.
Beautiful. Thank you, Erin.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it's been a pleasure to share the gift of knowledge here with you today on Living Healthy. Again, I'm Dr. Phil McAllister, and I wish you good living and lots of passion and purpose in your life.